Dak going to start out going to the air. Open man is Noah Brown. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And able to find Alan Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground with Jones. Down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. It's definitely early enough where they didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. On second down, Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go to Elliott again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4th down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be
I'm glad I ain't got to see that weak-ass play no more.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 32 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. Going to run again here with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is knocked away.
I knew you wasn't that bold to run it again. I just knew you wasn't. You ain't crazy.
Packers D comes up with a big stop. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. An inside give to Jones. To about the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
10th carry now for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Elliott. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
A give to Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here, because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. Well, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson. 30 yards. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big... Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 146 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A nice little juke. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll complete this one to Watson. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott able to find Gallup. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw, Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
46.
Now Dak. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Marr now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Take it in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Rodgers to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Pass incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. What can Prescott do in the OT? And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. So it's a win here for the Cowboys.